So have you ever wanted to use Pinterest and Evernote at the same time? Yeah, no, not me either, really, but now you can with SpringPad. I'm Simon Sage from Android Central. We're taking a look at this new cloud notebook sharing thing called SpringPad that basically lets you collaboratively work on a whole bunch of different kind of notes that are organized in different notebooks, but there are a bunch of different types. So like here we can pull up the main navigation here. I've got a couple of notebooks here that I've made, but you can just make all sorts of lists and share them with other SpringPad users, and they can spring them, which means import your notes into their books. It's kind of like repinning. So in terms of the kinds of things that you can add, it's really insanely broad. So you've got like notes and that are just plain text, task lists, checklists, events, and a whole bunch of different books and products and recipes and TV shows and all that stuff. For example, movies, maybe Spider-Man, you're into Spider-Man, say, and you can throw that into there we go. You can throw that into a notebook on, say, movies that you want to see this summer. So it shows you a quick draft of what this thing is all about, and then you can later on add additional things that are already included there. So you got a couple of posters, you've got some information and some reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, and later on you can mark it as a favorite to see it later, or if you've already seen it, or if you want to see it. So that kind of thing. But right now it's in my gadget wish list, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. So it should also be noted that like these notebooks can have multiple different kinds of content, right? So I just added a movie to my gadget wish list for some reason. But I have a product here, a very nice DSLR that's kind of the next iteration of what I've got, and it's got some prices from Price Grabber here. So it's a neat kind of a thing here. I can show you you can add reminders for individual items. So for more productivity kind of situations where like you have to get something done, like if I have to catch that movie by such and such a date for either a premiere or anything like that, I can set reminders for that. But they aren't integrated with the native calendar. They're all in app. We can also see the larger community here. They have categorized notebooks here. So just kind of the best of the best here, but you've also got entertainment ones, and you've got design. Here we go. We're interested mostly in tech here, so there we go. So these are all public notebooks, and if there's cool stuff in here that, ooh, Mac stuff, no, we don't want that. Let's see here. Essential iPhone apps, gadgets. Oh, I see an Android. There we go. So there's this guy's favorite Android apps. We can cruise through there. Sure, yeah, Firefox on Android is pretty cool. And we can scroll down here. You can leave comments or like it, or spring it, which means bringing it to your own board. If I want to follow this notebook and get notified of any new additions, I can just hit follow, and there we go. So there's also a web component to this that has a ton of customization. For example, if you want to make a new notebook, you can set all sorts of different kind of user interface options when creating a new notebook. Add a notebook. There we go. I mean, it's, yeah, on mobile you can just set tags and stuff like that, but there's also where is it? Here we go. We can set a category here, tech, obviously. Phones. There we go. So you can set a theme here. There's just a ridiculous number of themes. You can also set the accent, and those choices carry over to the website as well. So it's an interesting idea, but my biggest issue with SpringPad is that I'm not sure what I would use it specifically for. You know, it seems to be trying to tackle a lot of different things, and I already have dedicated social networks for, say, watching movies or creating task lists or something like that. So it's an ambitious goal to try and take care of all of that under the same roof. But I'm more tempted to go towards dedicated applications that really gear specifically to particular use cases.